One day Jesus was teaching in a house. The house was very crowded, full of people. Many of them were religious leaders from all over Israel. The power of God was also present to heal. Now, as Jesus was teaching, four men approached the house. They were carrying a friend of theirs on a mat who was unable to walk. And when they got to the door of the house, they couldn't get in because there were too many people. So they took this friend of theirs on the mat to the top of the roof, where they cut a hole in it and lowered their friend down on the mat right in front of Jesus in full view of this large crowd that was inside the house. Jesus looked up and he saw the faith of these four friends. And then he looked at the man who was unable to walk that was laying there in front of him, and he said to this man, "Friend, your disobedience to God is forgiven." Well, as soon as Jesus said this, some of the religious leaders in the crowd, they began to think to themselves, who does he think he is? Only God can forgive disobedience to God. He's being very disrespectful to God. Well, Jesus knew what they were thinking. And he said, what's easier for me to do? To say your disobedience to God is forgiven, or to say, get up and walk? Well, I want to prove to you that I have authority to forgive disobedience to God. So watch this. Jesus then turned to the man who was unable to walk, and he says, get up, roll up your mat, and go home. Well, as soon as he said this, the man jumped up, rolled up his mat, and began going out through the middle of this crowd, praising God. And as he did this, the crowd, they began praising God, saying, we have never seen anything like this before. And news about what Jesus had done there that day began to spread around the countryside.